We're back, friends. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know what's going on with my system here, but I can't tell if I'm live or not. If you guys are able to see this. Hopefully you can. I'm not sure if you can or not. And I think you can. So I went ahead and launched again because, of course, I found a white shark immediately after landing the drone and coming back out. And so I'll just give you guys some footage here. Check this out. White shark right here next to a very busy beach here in Southern California, Los Angeles. I can turn the drone out this direction, give you guys an idea of where this shark is. It's right here. Check that out. Nice view. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I can see a shark as well. And let's see what it does. I'm just gonna follow it for a little bit. This is a different shark than the one from the first feed. The shark I had on the first feed was much larger, but it disappeared on us. So sorry, I'm going through some setting changes here. Try to get this because I am going to record video. Got to get the exposure right. Let's get down there and look at this shark. It's right at the surface now. We have a nice sized shark. It's not this is still a juvenile, but not like a massive shark. Not like the one earlier. The one earlier was much bigger than this. Let's see, he's going back. He's turning here. He changed his direction and he's going deeper in the water column. He's acting like there's another shark around. They do this when there's another shark around. Let's see what happens. Look at that, how quickly he disappeared. Still there. Still there. Oh, you're from Greenland. Awesome. You know, I was supposed to go to Greenland a few years ago, and then the pandemic happened. But Greenland Airways or Greenland Air, I believe, they were the best. They were so understanding of the situation. Shark went down, folks. Look at this. We go live, and he decides to just disappear on us. I think there's more than one shark here. Actually, I know there's at least two. Because this is not the same shark as earlier. Talk about a beautiful day in Southern California. Just absolutely warm here. My phone is ringing. I'm sorry. There he is. Came right back up. Look at that. Right in the middle of the frame. A good guess. Left the drone right there. Came up right in the middle of the frame. Here we go. Let's see what's going on with this guy. It's not doing much. It's just cruising. Just hanging out here. What's going on with this shark? Just taking it easy. Today's a holiday here in the U.S., so maybe he's taking the day off as well. I'll lift the drone here so you can see where he is relative to shore. There's the shore right there. So it's not far off. I'm kind of hoping the breaches are just something cool. Those breaches just happen in 1.3 seconds. It's tough to capture them. Thank you for that compliment, Bin XXY. Teen Mom, I really appreciate you being a member. Thank you. Yeah, this shark is just chilling here. I would love to go search for another one.
Unavailable. Fly with caution.
For the sake of the feed, I'm going to stay on this one. I mean, we have a shark. Why leave it, right? Doesn't seem like he's going toward anything, so I'm going to keep the close angle. Do you guys like it close or up high? I'm going to get it down close to the shark. This shark is probably 75 yards offshore. Looks like I got a boat coming in. Wow, it's really good conditions here. Look at that. Really surface conditions, not the water. The water's still crappy. Got a boat out there. I'm just going to go up because I got a boat there, and I want to see if that shark is headed toward that boat. See, the shark's there. It might surprise me if he's headed towards that boat. I don't see the boat in my frame, so maybe I think the boat's behind me, so he's going away from the boat. Shark's still visible. It is right in the middle of my frame here. Let's see where that boat is. I can see it. I'm parked in my car here, so there's a boat far away. Wow, that boat. It looks so close. So this shark is actually closer than 100 yards to shore. Yeah, because if I go up, show you the shark's on the right there, you can see. There's the shore, there's the rocks. So, oh, most definitely. Distance is a little bit deceiving with wide-angle lenses like this. The shape is the easiest way to tell a great white, but I kind of specialize in great whites with that question about how I can tell. It's just kind of, you spot a great white once you filmed 1,000 of them, or thousands of hours of them, you kind of get an idea what a great white is. But generally they're bigger, they're stockier, they're not as pointed as makos, for example, or broad-nosed like a bull shark. They kind of have just this perfect proportion. I can show you right here. Look at this. So this shark's cruising. Question about the pier, where the shark is in relation to the pier. Well, I'll show you the shark and the pier in the same shot. So the shark's there, right? And the Santa Monica Pier is right there. So middle of the frame, top middle of the frame, Santa Monica Pier. Shark's right here. So it's about a mile away from the pier. Maybe a little more. Yeah, the thick tail's a good sign as well. The size of that caudal fin and the tail, the peduncle, as it's called. See how thick it is? I can zoom you guys in on it right here. See how thick that tail is? This area here in the middle of the screen is a peduncle. That's a caudal fin. Really thick. And then just the broadness of the gill area, just so wide, right? Not rounded. A tiger shark got more of a rounded shovel kind of looking head. Great white's more pointed. The mako's even more pointed, more pronounced than that. Makos have more of a bluish tint. Great whites have the tan tint to them. They're a little bit more tan, not necessarily gray. Sometimes the great whites are darker black because, believe it or not, they can get a tan. So you can always tell which shark's kind of individually like to stay in the sun or sunbathe more at the surface because they're darker. They'll appear often even black sometimes. Now, this shark is going down into the water column a little bit. I'm going to go up just to be able to see it more. Yeah, this is a nice encounter here. A nice shark that's staying with us for a while. It's not really looking like it's moving that fast. It's just cruising along. I can show you the shore here. There's a shore. I'm basically right at that tower. See that tower that's out here? There's a tower there. Yeah, that's basically where I am. And the shark's right here. So I can see the drone straight out as I look out there. And it's not very far. I want to say it's 100 yards from shore right now. So we're just going to stay on it. Oh, he's coming right up. There we go. No tag on it. This is definitely not the same shark as earlier. Let me get you a really nice shot here. There we go. There we go. Nice close-up view. You can really see that thickness in its gill area. That head's just really thick. It's pretty cool. I did hear about the shark there in Alabama recently. It's pretty common this time of year for the sharks from the Atlantic to go up into the Gulf. Look at this shark. Wow. It's pretty clean. No scars. You see how this doesn't really have any scars on it. It's a pretty clean shark. Alright, so I got a patrol helicopter coming up on me. This helicopter may do a turn because this shark is pretty visible. I would guess a helicopter would probably be able to see this. Oh wow, let me show you guys just how close to shore this helicopter is. I'm going to hit record. Wow.
Obstacle sensing unavailable.
I'll show you guys. Where's the helicopter? Oh yeah, that helicopter is so low. Sorry guys. So I got a shark here, and that helicopter is ridiculously low, guys. Look how low that helicopter is. So this is the key about
with caution.
Flying in areas that have high air traffic like that. You've got to be very, very mindful of your airspace. Listen to your radar. Look at your radar. I believe there's another shark over there because the helicopter, he is coming right back now. I'm going to record this. See, the helicopter's coming right back. I'm just going to keep the helicopter in my frame because I don't want to make a turn. I'm over the shark. Helicopter's looking for a shark for sure. That he saw a shark. That's why he turned around.
Fly with caution.
I believe there's probably more sharks by the Santa Monica Pier. If you were to ask
Fly
me,
with caution.
because they typically will do that. That is a patrol helicopter.
Fly with caution.
So, yeah.
Fly with caution.
Yeah, that helicopter was flying very low, 25 feet. This is one of the things you have to be mindful of your radar, your ADS-B warnings, all that stuff. Flying a drone in heavy traffic areas is not an easy task, and you can panic a little bit sometimes if you don't know the protocols. I'm still on the shark. Still right there. Yeah, it's interesting that a helicopter came by here. Maybe they're watching the channel. That's twice that those helicopters have done that on 2 days that I've come out here. So maybe somebody at the LAPD is watching my channel. Let's see here. No, that doesn't really help. Because then I'd have to carry something with the drone, and it. In the question about the 12-inch biodegradable into the water to snap a shot, getting the object out there that would require a whole different contraption. Just be a logistical problem. Also aerodynamically, things like that. This shark is just hanging out. Just hanging right here. And I am hanging. I put the shadow right in front of it. Look at this. It's a very calm shark. I believe there's another shark over here by the Santa Monica Pier. The helicopter's going in circles over there. I am 100% sure that they saw another shark. Right at the Santa Monica Pier right now. There we go. I did see the video of the kid being chased by a shark in Monterey while fishing from a kayak. Honestly, those situations that I don't understand. The kayakers always just want to go in a straight line. I'm telling you, if you ever get pursued by a white shark, just turn your kayak directly to the white shark and it'll back down in most cases. At least that's what I tend to see whenever I've been around kayaks, and I've tried to test out what they do in those situations, and also through observations. They just tend to back down once they are being confronted. I would fully expect there to be some swimmers here, maybe later in the day. I'm going to hang out here and see what happens because, this swimming goes on here daily. This is a major area where people swim. And so, to see how the sharks react to swimmers in the water. I don't believe there's ever been an actual strike or negative encounter off this strand of beach. Oh, actually, maybe in 2008 there was. Yeah, there was. But nothing life-threatening, anything like that. We're still watching here. He's just down deep enough to where it doesn't give me a really pretty shot. I'm not even recording any of this. It would be cool to get a dorsal fin out. Or a pursuit or something. Thank you, Spike. I really appreciate that. I always say I'm not an expert, but if you observe these sharks around them and are around them often, you'll get to learn a lot. And I'm lucky to have a lot of scientific consultants that I learn through on this channel to help me get you guys information. But thanks so much, Mike. I appreciate that. We have this shark going up closer and closer to the surface. I'm gonna get you guys really close here. Let's get a really nice shot here. Let's see what he's doing. Maybe he'll do something like a gill flare or something. Let's There we go. Got focus. Here we go. Did something cool here. It takes so much time to just follow a shark until it does something cool. You know, this summer we had some pretty cool lives where the sharks did really cool stuff, gill flares, and side twisting dives and stuff like that. This guy is just here we go, right here. Thanks again, Teen Mom. Appreciate that. How often do they need to eat original Outcast? You know, they can go a couple, 2-3 months without eating. You know, the big ones, they can go a long time without eating. A big, healthy elephant seal can sustain them for quite a while. A seal like that. You know, and one of the theories about why some of these big sharks are in the shallow water, something that Allison Towner showed me or told me about when she was out here this summer. She's a shark scientist in South Africa. Some of you may know her. But she tends to believe that some of these big sharks, the reason we find them in these shallow areas is the warm water helps them digest food. So they might be coming to these shallow, warm bays, often where some of these juveniles are, and are just really lax, kind of like this shark is, just cruising around. That warm water helps him with digestion. Well, the shark's doing something here. He just dove pretty good. Let me go up, maybe, and hit record. Maybe he'll breach on us. So it could have something to do with digestion. So they go into these shallow areas with warm water to help them digest their food. So it's kind of a interesting theory, but could be very, very relevant to why they're here. Does have any other questions? I like answering questions. I'll try to answer the ones I know things about, but if I will never on this channel answer something I don't know. I get a lot of people I can refer you to and get back to you on those answers. Something people wonder is, are the sharks here year-round? And I can tell you that there are white sharks in Southern California year-round. I can answer that question right up. Like, they are here. There's a certain amount of these juveniles and adults that just almost feel like they are residents because they don't really leave. A lot of them will travel out to Baja, you know, the warmer waters down there. You know, some of the bigger ones, they'll go out to the Shark Cafe and stuff. But when it comes to the sharks in general, they're pretty much year-round, found here in California waters. So there is a paper about the tanning of sharks, and it's actually very, very visible. You can see how some sharks tan through the year, actually. And so, yeah, that's a good question. I do have references for that. There are papers that, suggest that the sharks do tan. Dr. Chris Lowe and his wife here at Cal State Long Beach did a research paper study with leopard sharks that showed that they definitely tan. The more they're in the water or in shallow water, that they do tan. The shark's gone down, so he's doing what I call yo-yoing, and going up and down in the water column. Something's made him go down, so let's see if we can guess where it's going to come up. I'm going to move to here, so let's see if it comes up in that area. I'm going to go wide in case it comes up somewhere else. Tizara, thank you so much. That really made my day awesome. I really appreciate that. Rick, 4177, the likes of Ocean Ramsey are being animals. No, I have a very I don't know. I don't want to use my platform or my channel to criticize others and what they're doing. There's benefits to everything, the net positives things, but when it comes to Ocean Ramsey or stuff like that, I don't want my channel or my message to ever be a critical one of what other people are doing. Are there better ways to interact with sharks or just to leave them alone? Yeah, there are. But, again, when it comes to that kind of stuff, there's other places that you can, in my opinion, it really doesn't matter on that stuff. We all have an interest in sharks, and we all want to make sure that they are thriving. And, the practices that some people do, I'm not the one to judge. Let's just leave it at that. Honestly, I just want to leave this channel a positive place for sharks and leave it to the science and observations and kind of leave the controversy off my channel. What's the average size off of Malibu? Hello there, Daddy Duck from Georgia. The average size, it's hard to say because some of the juvenile nurseries, their average size is between 5 and like 9 feet. But then I get the 16-footers that come through. So I would say if you were to take all of that, the average size is probably in the 10, 11-foot range. Do famous people ever come to see? Oh, yeah, definitely. I have photographed quite a few famous people with white sharks in their backyards. And I had you guys saw the thing that went viral a few years ago. I photographed Orlando Bloom. I got to photograph him next. He wanted to see a shark, so we made it happen, and that went kind of viral. There's I don't want to name some of the other folks that I've photographed with sharks, but yes, there are definitely some folks around here that you guys would know that actually like sharks. Balrog, that thing about public awareness, people are very critical of discovery, and I'll tell you what, I understand that. Our shark has gone down. I understand that there have been some things that I did not, I would not participate in. I've been asked to be, part of some other things on Shark Week, and I turned them down. And, however, it is a big platform for sharks, and we kind of lose the fact that, for 1 week, sharks are put front and center for the world. And even though some of the programming can be very off-putting, dancing with sharks, things like that, to put names, there is benefit to having sharks up front. And I'll tell you, I am filming Shark Week right now, actually. I'm going to be part of Air for this coming year, and we've already filmed. I filmed sharks breaching right here where I'm filming right now. And I'm going to go film in Mexico in a little bit. That's for Shark Week, but again, it's a big platform, and hopefully my involvement will have a little... I already know it's going to have an effect because I was able to film sharks breaching here without chum, without blood in the water, all natural breaches. So for the first time ever, you're actually on Air Jaws going to see sharks breaching all naturally in their environment without any kind of decoy. So I'm pretty proud of that. I hope you guys will agree with me that that's going to be a pretty cool thing to see on Shark Week next year. So, yeah, there are pockets of criticism for Discovery, but it's a very big platform, and overall the net benefit of having sharks and awareness is good. Oh, Susan, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that as well. Awesome. You guys are so good. Thank you. This helps to keep the channel going because with AI content right now, it's so hard to get my views in people's feeds because, today I logged in and there was someone had taken a footage of my shark and put like 5 swimmers in it, and you can tell it's AI, and they use my image in it, and it's just very disheartening when something like that gets 500,000 views, and I'm stuck with 25,000 views with the real thing, you know. Jeffrey, how you doing, man? I was up in Dillon Beach recently and filming, and
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly
that
with
was
caution.
cool. Well, I'm going to have to let you guys go because now my battery is down, and this beeping is going to drive you guys crazy. I do think that I won't be going live again just because it is, some people don't like it, getting all those notifications, and so this will be it for me today. Thanks you guys so much, and I will be back live again more as these sharks keep appearing. So
Battery level is low.
talk to you guys
Aircraft
soon.
will return to the
Bye-bye.
home
Thanks for
point in
joining.
10 seconds.